Hugo Philion, co-founder of Flare, on DeFi being worse than TradFi, crypto's critical problem and solutions for adoption, issue EP 370. Adoption, blockchain, DeFi. Today, we have Hugo Philion on the show, a globally recognized speaker and thought leader, a man who's done a little bit of everything, a true crypto vet. Read on. You'll enjoy this one. Last updated September 17th, 2024 at 1840 GMT3. Our journalist, Fadilpašić, journalist Fadilpašić, about author. Seed specializes in writing factual and informative articles to help the public navigate the ever-changing world of crypto. He has extensive experience in the blockchain industry where he has served. Author profile, share copied. Last updated September 17th, 2024 at 1840 GMT3. Why Trust Cryptonews? With over a decade of crypto coverage, Cryptonews delivers authoritative insights you can rely on. Our veteran team of journalists and analysts combines in-depth market knowledge with hands-on testing of blockchain technologies. We maintain strict editorial standards, ensuring factual accuracy and impartial reporting on both established cryptocurrencies and emerging projects. Our long-standing presence in the industry and commitment to quality journalism make Cryptonews a trusted source in the dynamic world of digital assets. Read more about Cryptonews in an exclusive interview with Cryptonews podcast Hugo Philion, a co-founder of blockchain for DataFlare and CEO of Flare Labs. Discussed building Web 2 experiences with Web 3 guarantees and why DeFi is currently worse than TradFi. He talked about the industry iterating itself into a corner that no one cares about, projects being too focused on infrastructure, and trusted execution environments tease as the best route to mass adoption, launching dirty solutions for money. While doing research before launching Flare, the team notices a major issue where people are really happy to launch quick and dirty solutions because it makes them a lot of money, Philion said. This is not something serious engineers do, he stressed. Looking at the models of existing oracles, Philion continued, there are several issues to note. First, an oracle is an application that is not native to a chain. It's an external service. Therefore, there are no clear security guarantees. Nobody guarantees the number of nodes providing a price, for example. The situation gets worse when you think between the largest oracle providers, the worst provided price has only 5 nodes that are contributing to that price. The CEO warned, that's a very small number of people who need to be malicious in order to damage the price. Thus, Philion argued, the reality is we built something worse than TradFi. And to me, that seems completely berserk. While trading in TradFi, there are legal obligations to provide a fair price. But in DeFi, there is no obligation on the oracle to give anyone a correct liquidation or entry price. Also, projects can't just make everything based on money. People are not sufficiently interested in decentralized money that it's going to become mass adoptable, Philion argued. The industry needs to work on solutions that people are actually interested in. Prediction markets within crypto, for example, though not perfect, feel and smell like adoption. Crypto's critical problem, stagnation. We came far and yet nowhere near far enough, said Philion. The whole space has stagnated in use cases for a long time now. The industry can't just iterate further and further on DeFi because we're just iterating ourselves into a corner that no one cares about. A critical problem with crypto, Philion told us, that a project can make a lot of money by investing in infrastructure. And while this may lead to certain people getting rich, it doesn't lead to mass adoption. So while most discuss infrastructure, trusted execution environments, T's, are neglected and underrated, the CEO suggested. T's aren't that sexy, he explained. Our industry has been very hamstrung by just being able to tell a really good story as opposed to a really good application. The Flare team believes that the path to mass adoption is to give people what they want, great apps with blockchain guarantees. The key to that is industry advancement, and the route to advancement is T's. Per the Flare team, this is the fastest and most secure way to reach billions of people. T's are chips we use every day already, e.g. our phone's Face ID. The rest of the system doesn't have access to its data, so it's secure. For Flare's purposes, they provide computational results that can be verified. T's allow a substantial amount of data to be brought on-chain at a lower price than popular solutions. For example, it would cost about $60 million to store a gigabyte on Ethereum or $10 million on Solana. It's 27 cents on Google Cloud, says Philion. We have to find ways to combine the efficiency of the technology that we know with trustlessness and uncensorability of blockchain, he remarked. TradFi equal to legal guarantees, crypto equal to software guarantee, as noted. Above, Philion argued that TradFi comes with legal guarantees, but this is not the case for the novel digital asset industry. In crypto, he said, we don't even want any legal guarantees. We want software guarantees, those that come from the theory and the practice behind decentralization. We want for our systems to be as secure as proof of stake, the CEO commented. However, he added, the structure behind a blockchain with only 5 validators and minimal stake at risk doesn't work. The point with Flare's oracles, Philion claimed, is that the data is secured by 67% of the state token. Its oracles are part of the layer 1 chain and secured in the same way as the chain itself. Flare has 2 core oracles. One is called the Flare Time Series Oracle. It's for things that can't be viewed by validators perfectly, meaning the data that moves over time, e.g. prices. The other is the Flare Data Connector. It's used for deterministic or observable Web 2 and Web 3 data. Something that doesn't change rapidly, for example, number of transactions from one address to another, number of likes on a post or anything else. So we can prove onto the chain an event from another blockchain like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and L2S, any of the other chains that we're connected to, Philion said, and we can do that where the data is secured by the weight of stake on the networks. This is fundamentally not the case with existing oracles. I challenge anyone to look into the existing oracles and find me a true security mechanism. They don't exist, Philion concluded. Blockchain locks the bet. One of the very obvious areas where the Flare ecosystem is highly useful is sports betting. The Flare Data Connector serves well here. Getting results is easy as there are many sources. What Flare solves is the transmission from a Web 2 API to the chain. One can use it to reach a consensus over the winner of a presidential debate or a sporting match, for example. The Oracle can aggregate data from any news outlet that provides it. Importantly, once you've entered into a particular guarantee of odds, you can't go and change the chain history. In the current sports betting arbitrage, mispricing between various bookmakers is common. This results in bet cancellation and money loss. This is not really a fair way to treat your customers, says Philion. But with blockchain, once you fix the price, that's your price, that's what you get. The collateral is held on-chain against 2 or more betting parties who are able to settle the bet based on high-quality data, Philion concluded. That's not all. In this interview, Philion also discussed moving from TradFi to blockchain, meeting the CO founders while studying machine learning at UCL, and choosing the name Flare, Google, or cloud running a validator, good but not best performing, the biggest validator in the system, a hackathon focusing on confidential compute using Ts and blockchains, the U.S. presidential elections, and the Federal Reserve's power over crypto. The U.S. is not the only factor of importance. The relevance of Asian economies in crypto-related matters, different views on owning crypto in Asia and certain Western countries. You can watch the full podcast episode here about Hugo Philion. Hugo Philion, a globally recognized speaker and thought leader, is a co-founder of Flare and CEO of Flare Labs. Flare is the blockchain for data, an EVM smart contract platform specifically designed to support data-intensive use cases, including machine learning, real-world asset, tokenization, gaming, and social. Follow us on Google News.